Hello and welcome to another triple threat. My name is Big Daddy V, and to my right, the California Kid,
Yo,
and missing is the Pike, but hopefully he'll join us soon, maybe. All right, very busy few weeks since the last time that we talked. Three more people got busted for the wellness palsy.
wow.
Alberto Del Rio got busted. Then his girlfriend Paige got busted on her birthday, and then right after that, Eva Marie got busted.
I think that's a work, but anyway,
I
I
think,
still I think that's a work. I think that's part of a joke. I think that's a joke.
well, before we talk, let's talk about Alberto Del Rio and Paige. A lot of people said that this is Triple H's way of trying to make Alberto Del Rio humble because apparently there's rumors that Triple H doesn't like Alberto Del Rio's attitude, and which is kind of funny that Triple H would have a problem with Paige dating Alberto Del Rio, and it's just been bad for Alberto since he came back to the WWE.
He, I could see his personality being a bit more standoffish than what Triple H is used to. He's probably trying to humble him because he feels like, Alberto Del Rio. See, Triple H thinks this is the best company in the world and the best time to be here, and Alberto Del Rio is going out there acting like he's, yeah, he's done great things, but his bills rushed, and although that was our fault, he's probably looking at it like still though, he probably just doesn't like this entitlement attitude or whatever that's carrying on. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the relationship is. I'm just going from observation, like that may be the case that he may be a bit more. It's one thing not to be a yes man; it's another thing to be standoffish.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
I mean, it's just been
speculation.
bad. I mean, Burrow comes back after having this huge run in Lucha Underground, and now he won the U.S. title off of Cena, but ever since then he hasn't really done anything. I mean, he had the United Nations gimmick with Sheamus and Barrett, which could have been better if they take out Sheamus and put in Kevin Owens. That probably would have worked,
Yeah.
but with Sheamus, it just wasn't so good. Oh yeah, and Russo. But
Sheamus has his good performances. He's had some good performances. I've enjoyed some of his work, but he gets old quick, and um, the routine gets old quick, and it's not. It may not be him. It just may be the era we're in. The big man thing isn't working as effectively in this era because everyone started to really like embrace the technical art of wrestling, and also the stiff house striking more so than the big clotheslines and the power bombs and slams. Most of us are really starting to look at the technique and the psychology in that ring now. Like even the spectators are getting drawn into it by the hardcore fans. They're starting to get pulled in now because I think even we've gotten performers that can actually get through to those spectators now. Like they can actually put on a very technical and complicated match and be able to somehow draw in those spectators. That's it's just showing what the times we're in now. You know, it takes more than the white noise. It takes more than a couple of things to really get that audience into it. And it's just a big, tall white guy. I mean, with a mohawk. I mean, and that's basically what we got here, meat and potatoes. But I mean, he's had some really good ones. I love some of his more stiffer and tighter work. I've enjoyed some of it. I really can. It's not like I'm incapable of enjoying a Sheamus match. I have before from time to time. So just maybe moderation. Give Sheamus some moderation. But Del Rio. That was one of Del. I'm getting off topic. That was one of Del Rio's. Yeah, that in the United Nations thing is just Del Rio was on a. They were building him, and I think that apology with him winning U.S. title was a chance for him to maybe pick up something there. But I don't know. I don't know about the Zeb Coulter. I don't know about all that. I don't know if that was the right route.
no,
That's a man. Del Rio's a man because of his look. He's a man you put with a female manager. It's more.
well, he worked better with Ricardo. Ricardo.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And
That was what was missing, honestly, to me, is that was missing. It was fine to do a program where they paired him with RVD as retaliation, but at the same time they should have put him back afterwards. It would have made more sense, but I don't know.
and then they also had him. They kept trying to have him like if he's a phase or he's not.
Yeah, they were bouncing him too much. He's a heel. He's a heel. He's always been a heel. He's a great
Then
heel.
then when the draft day came and after the rumors that him and Paige were together, instead of keeping them together like they did most of the couples, they split them up with him going to SmackDown and Paige staying on Raw.
I think they had to do that because there's been some things that have gone public between those two. As we know, there was an incident, a very physical incident broke out between those two, and there
Yeah, but
was
it wasn't. It had nothing to do with them. It was them against another drunken
yeah.
couple, I think, or some
Yeah,
Patreon.
but WWE, see what I'm saying is WWE looks at these issues that the aggression, like the physical, they look at whatever incident they want their account to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to that. Just I don't know. Maybe they don't think it's a good idea that those two are together. I don't know what it is, but yeah,
Then
that may be what's making them angry.
and then both you could see that both were kind of disappointed with the draft and all that. I mean, it is what it is, but you pretty much could tell that that Reed wasn't happy, and he pretty much said there were rumors saying that he won't sign his contract when it comes up in October. And at least he had someplace to go. I mean, I'm pretty sure Lucha Underground would want it back because they.
I think it would be for the best that he leave at this point because here's the thing about Del Rio. Um, his build on his debut was done right for the beginning, but then they screwed it up by having him take a loss to and people don't realize the magnitude of that loss to Rey Mysterio. People don't really realize the magnitude of where he is now, how that affected where he is now. It was one of the worst decisions in a great build I've ever seen in my time as a fan watching the show. Because he's such a great performer. His timing is excellent. His timing is almost flawless. He's fast. He looks great. He has all the moves. He can do whatever you want, and he's a great heel. He could draw the heat like he had perfect heat. He was winning. He was cheating. He was doing whatever he could to win. He was doing it in his own way. It was a very fresh and original way to do it. He was snobbish, but not over the top snobbish, just enough. He was this Mexican rich guy that you just hate, and see they could have just kept him winning and gave him like a record title run there, Continental title, instead of jumping him up to the main storyline. That was kind of, I don't know if it was desperation of the fact they want to embrace minorities on the show. I don't know what it was that motivated the creative team to allow him to move that fast up the ladder, but it was a bad move. It was just the wrong time, wrong move. Now here we are. We have an angry Del Rio, probably a very agitated one. He's not with Paige, which is also probably what's agitating him. Triple H is pissed because he feels like he's whining about it. Probably this is all speculation, mind you, all conjecture. But I'm telling you, when you look at the picture, this is what I'm seeing as an onlooker from the outside. I'm seeing a very disgruntled employee based on a lot of different factors. This company fired him on the basis of someone calling him a racist term and not being punished for it, and then they apologized to him by having him beat John Cena for the U.S. title. We're looking at a situation now where Del Rio is, yeah, I think it's best that he may want to step away because what's going on at WWE now, I think he's going to get overshadowed because there's so many more things that people are interested in now. I think it'd be in his best interest to just call it with WWE and move on. He had a good run, finish up there, go do something else. Don't come back there. It's done. Sadly sometimes with stories they can't become legacies because of just poor buildup. That's one of those stories. When you look back at the total career of Alberto Del Rio, it's so disjointed because it doesn't make sense. The whole thing, his whole story is not as smooth as Parsay. Even as disjointed Shawn Michaels' story makes perfect sense. It's perfectly the build up to him getting where he was makes sense. A lot of these different wrestling career stories make sense, but not Del Rio's. It's kind of rushed, you know. So I think he needs to let it go and move on. I'm sure he's made enough money, and I think it's maybe the best decision to go ahead and just be done with WWE for good and move on to other things.
Yeah, as far as Paige goes, I think this might have something to do with her. WWE changed their policy. They now won't accept wrestlers under the age of 21. Because like when Paige started, she was 18.
Yeah.
But I guess now with everything that's happened, they decided not to, and they now telling wrestlers that they won't let them come and train at the performance center until they're like 21. So they might have something to do with Paige. I don't know.
I think it's an overall good company decision. This is going to sound strange. I think it's a great decision to do that, honestly. Um, having you and me both know, having done backyard wrestling, it's the same thing. I mean, there's a certain maturity that gets overshadowed sometimes because when you bring in someone who's 18, there's a very very noticeable maturity issue with behavioral things that we don't see, and I'm sure we don't know everything that goes on back there, but I'm sure that the decision is motivated by some behavioral issues. I'm sure that's what's motivated it. I'm sure there's a certain awkwardness to some of the talent being back there, being at certain age and having an 18-year-old trainee come in there with different. And this one thing, and then trying to humble them and teach them the craft can be difficult, especially when you're bringing them into the biggest company in the world at that age. You know what I mean? For me. I feel that there's some comeuppance that almost is required to wrestle with a group like that. There's some kind of comeuppance that has to be earned. Rushing these young girls to the women's roster of the WWE, the biggest company in the world, and then having older talent like in their late 20s and 30s come in from the indies who have paid their comeuppance, and having this girl run around, knows nothing of the kind of road hardships. I mean, Paige did do some work. I've seen it. I know she's been a wrestler, but at the same time, coming in at 18, though. You see what I'm talking about? It's not enough years on the road to just come in and face a mature roster like that. You know what I mean? There's something. I think there's a very good rationale for doing this. I'm not saying it's the best option, but I'm saying I like the idea though.
Yeah, so we shall see how this plays out. As far as Eva Marie, apparently the alleged drug that got her in trouble was Adderall. So take that with what you may. I don't even know why.
It could be a work. It may not be a work. I think it is a work because I think it's a brilliant work. I think it is a work because why would it just so happens to be Adderall, a pain medicine? I mean, come on. It's Eva Marie barely takes any damage whatsoever out there. I mean, come on. It's a work. It's a joke. It's a total joke. I mean, it's all a joke. The last couple of shows, she's found all manner of excuse to get out performing. I think this is great stuff.
Well, I will admit, I will miss seeing her come out for her matches.
Yeah, I love those entrances. It's funny. I mean, I think I wish. Here's what I'll say about this. A few people have talked to me about this over the past few weeks, and it's with Eva Marie. It would be. I'll say this. A lot of us will eat our words if Eva Marie comes out there and just the big reveal is the fact that she is an excellent wrestler and comes out and pulls off a 5-star match from out of nowhere. Whereas we've been thinking all this time that she is probably the worst wrestler to ever step foot in the ring. It'd be probably the greatest work of all time. I would argue that would probably be the greatest work ever done, ever in the business, ever. Because I am so sold on the fact that she's been given a genius gimmick, and they're totally working us, but she actually can't wrestle, and it's not going to come out right. It's like a cake that has all the right ingredients to it, but the person has no idea how to bake it right, so it's going to come out like crap anyway. I feel like it. I feel like it would be awesome if she actually could wrestle. It'd be probably one of the greatest works of all time. But I don't know. Like I said, it's probably from what I've seen. I've seen no clue of that. But there is one clue. One time, and I forget where I heard this. It was actually not kayfabe. It was Bailey. Bailey was saying when they asked her about her opinion on Eva Marie, Bailey was saying she was one of the best people she had ever worked with, and I'm wondering like, what? Like, are you just being nice, or are you like maybe accidentally giving something away here? Like I don't get it. She said it without any hesitation. Like I was looking at her like, okay, are you giving something away here by accident, or are you just saying this to be overly nice?
I
But
think she was just being a
I don't
character.
know. I don't know. This was not that kind of interview. I don't even know what it was. They asked her something. It was backstage. They just asked her opinion on Eva Marie because of the controversy of Eva Marie. I don't even remember. But I mean, if it is a work, forgive me. I think it's if she's actually good. I really would like to see it. I think there's going to come a time when they really let it out.
I think we
If
all want
let
to
the cat
see
out the
it.
box. If they let the cat out of the box and she is actually good, I'm gonna call it. I'll argue that anybody that is the greatest work ever pulled off because from day one in NXT, I'm thinking like this is total crap. They just like her. They just like her personally, and they're trying to give her as many chances as they can to
Like
keep
her
her job.
personally.
I'm saying she's liked backstage, and that's the reason why they're trying to give her as many chances they can to get better at wrestling, so she can get better at the craft. But she's just not working out, and they even have a great gimmick for her to play it off, but it's just not working out. I'm thinking that that's the reality of it, but if it's not the reality and this whole thing's a work, it's brilliant. It's one of the greatest works of all time.
I think you're thinking too much
I'm,
into
I'm just saying,
it.
if it's fake, it's not. It's simple. I mean, if it's fake, if it's fake, if it's all been a play, if she's just been acting like she's terrible this whole time to such a high level, the point where we all would swear up and down and bet $100 that she can't wrestle her way out of paper bag, and she comes out and she wrestles like a Dave Meltzer worthy match, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is the greatest performer ever,
I
because I
think
honestly believed
I
it.
think you let yourself
I know
get
she's
too
probably
high.
no, she's probably sucks. I mean, she probably does suck, but I'm just saying it's like if it's but what if she didn't? What if she did come out and do it? I'm just saying, everybody brace yourselves because I think they may.
Even Marie
If
would
she,
have a better chance of being a great wrestler as much as I have a chance of winning People Magazine Six's Man Alive.
oh my god, oh lord, Ah, good stuff.
But next topic, Conor McGregor, UFC fighter, called out the whole locker room except for Triple H, Austin's Rock, and Vince. It pretty much said that everybody was a pussy.
Yeah, they're trying to get that money.
And that kind of rubbed most of the locker room the wrong way. I think Sasha took to Twitter and called him out. Kurt Angle, who's not even with WWE, pretty much was ready to fight the
Yeah, he
guy.
took offense.
And our boy Iron Sheik even threatened to make him humble, for what he said about WWE.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Then he took some shots at both Brock and John Cena, to which Brock pretty much told him to say it to his face.
Yeah, I saw Brock's response. That was
And like Roman Reigns is the one time Roman Reigns was funny, he's pretty much said that the guy is not bigger than his leg. So I
wow.
don't know if he meant that when he's juiced or not. So
Yeah, the
but
burn.
so I think just Conor McGregor just trying to get into WWE or trying to do something with WWE.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just
money.
going about it all the wrong way. I just think that he's just trying to create some buzz.
Yeah, yeah, it could be.
Yeah, but hopefully he does he'll Conor McGregor is just a loudmouth. He's nothing more than trying to hype up being part of WWE and just trying to get under people's skin and all that.
Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, guys, join us on phone now. I just got this call. Pike's joining us right now. Coming
Hi.
in. Hey guys.
Yo.
Too tired to deal with Joe.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, what you all discuss?
We got done talking about ADR and Paige and Eva Marie's wellness violation.
Paige, break up with that man. Eva Marie just stayed suspended and gone. I did the segment right there.
Oh.
Like, Paige, you're 24 years old. You got this million birthday. He's a problem. He's probably not going to come back anyway. He's probably going to go back to Lucha Underground.
Dang.
And considering that his contract's up in like September.
October.
I mean, not September, but October.
He's not coming. I said it. I mean, I don't think he should. I really don't think he should bother continuing. I think it's done. I think with everything they have going on now, he's just gonna end up getting lost in the shuffle.
Already lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, you have a point.
Then we started talking. Then we started talking about McGregor calling out the WWE wrestlers.
Well, I thought that was funny. I like how all the tweets these athletes have made in the past, this is the one that got everybody stirred up, and I love how even Sasha Banks is saying, "Bring it." I'm going, okay, Sasha, settle down. You're the woman champ, but Connor would beat the shit out of all of y'all. I mean, Roman Reigns, you definitely don't need to say anything.
I just said, like I said online, if it were 20 years ago and Taker was still around, I dare him to say that to Taker and Haku.
You don't want to say that to Haku. Yeah, you get
The only person now I can imagine would put up a good fight would be Joe.
Joe probably could do it.
No, Joe and Shinsuke.
Yeah, Shinsuke could do it.
Everyone else, no.
Even Brock.
I want to see him kick Brock's ass for real.
Brock is 4-3 career-wise. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, it's like I saw the fight last night. Saw Connor whoop Nate Diaz's ass. So I just want to see like Brock fight him without any supplements, of course.
Yeah, or like Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
He juiced for that one.
You don't think CM Punk would have a chance against him?
What, against Connor?
Yeah.
Did you see that first episode?
What episode?
Of his UFC special on Fox Sports 1?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah. I think Connor, I love Punk, but Connor ain't got nothing to worry about.
What, was that bad?
I mean, let's just say in the span of a few seconds, he tapped like 3 times.
Dang.
But it was his first fight, and this was like last year, so hopefully he's improved. But it's a good show. I mean, it was great seeing AJ again, and we had some funny moments. But CM Punk taking him.
How long can CM Punk avert his fate at the hands of the Green Ranger? Like, you do know that you do know that.
You seriously wanted to see that?
I was saying, he wants him. He wants him bad. Like,
I mean, if I was Green Ranger,
this Dave Frank wants him bad.
Beat the crap out of these new kids becoming the new Power Rangers with their movie coming out.
Yeah, he really wants to beat up Punk for some reason.
Okay.
Just wanted to know.
That's just funny. But there's the Connor thing. He said what he said, but he still gave Stone Cold Rocky that man's props. We'll call them Dons. Like I say, I like Connor. I'm glad he won last night, but it's like, I mean, was it too far? Yes, but was he just playing the role, getting them riled up? Obviously. And even Punk said, like, can't believe he got them all riled up like that. So, Flair talking was just hilarious.
Oh my
Flair and Iron Sheik.
Oh, yeah, Iron Sheik was.
Iron Sheik complains about everybody.
Yeah. Dan Severn once said he wonders how Iron Sheik is still alive the way he lives.
That's a damn good question.
Yeah, Dan Severn was asking. He just wondered how Iron Sheik is still alive.
That's a serious mystery, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next topic. Anybody want to talk about the news from TNA that Dixie is no longer TNA president? That now it's Billy Corgan.
Yeah, the old ECW alum took over. Yeah, Billy Corgan. I saw the segment that he had. I saw a couple of his segments. He talks well enough. I just think it's way too late for that company. It's so far. I mean, Billy Corgan has good ideas, but it's so far down the
Even
river.
with Brogan, Matt Hardy, and
I
Corgan, I don't
Which
think it's
is
gonna be enough. Huh?
arguably the best thing going on that company right now.
I mean, here's how you can recover. Is if you're Billy Corgan, if you're Billy Corgan, you need to fold the brand. Yes, I said it. You need to fold the brand. You need to fold the brand.
You've been saying that for like a year or two.
I've been. It's been. I don't think I'm wrong.
Fold the brand, revamp the brand, fold the brand.
As long as they've been going downhill, I don't think I'm wrong. I will fold the brand and just pour everything in the Global Force. Like if you go with Jarrett, pour everything in Global Force and restart.
Where is Global Force?
Global Force is like my personal opinion. They're just like they're not even off the ground. They're just like
They're
they're
just
just a carnival. Yeah, it's like a traveling carnival.
Them lately?
Huh?
Have you heard anything about them lately?
Not since that
Not
golden,
no.
that gold thing that Jared took part of.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like a special presentations group right now because they're not even a promotion in my opinion right now. But I feel like
They really try hard to bring in the baseball aspect into it.
yeah, they need, like I said, here's another idea too that could also help. I mean, if you're Billy Corey and you just got into this, fold the TNA brand. Just don't. I mean, you can still have it on the lineage, on the title lineages, but go ahead and fold the brand. Talk to Jarrett. Y'all need to fold everything. Go to whoever is over NWA right now and rebuild. Like y'all need to rebuild everything. Everything needs to be rebuilt around up. They need to fold some of these NWA territory promotions. These little indie groups that aren't doing anything, haven't been doing anything for 8 years. They fold all that. Pour all the resources into building some competition. If they wanna succeed, you're gonna have to start pulling the industry back together. Because right now, WWE has Japan, and they are sucking the talent, the life force of the freaking industry away in the NXT. They're sucking up everything into their cruiserweight division. WWE is pretty much killing everything, and that's why now I almost think the indies are starting to just start digging through the woods for talent. I mean, you have to. It's forcing the indies to have to rapidly find more talent because more is getting sucked up into this giant hole. So, yeah, it's a tough time. It's a real tough time to be competition. TNA needs to either need to fold the brand, not stop airing. I'm saying they already missed their chance to go off the air and come back strong. They missed that opportunity. They need to fold the TNA brand, the name. They need to fold all that. The very name has negative connotations now. They need to fold that. That's just basic marketing 101. That's just bad branding. They need to rebrand it. They need to fold the brand. That's what I do. It's just like in what is it? It's just like in that movie Money Train. You got to bleed the brakes, man. Stop the disaster train. Bleed the brakes. Sometimes you got to bleed them.
Well, all I gotta say is my luck off to both Broken Matt, Billy Corgan, and Damian Sandow, who joined TNA this past week.
Rex?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This week, because they're gonna need it. That's all I got to say. But sadly, we ain't gonna see Damian Sandow as Sizzle anymore down there.
Oh God.
Another topic I want to get into, and this is pretty much gonna be a rant. In a tweet a couple of weeks ago, Road Warrior Animal took to Twitter and he pretty much put his foot in his mouth, taking a shot at Sasha Banks after Sasha won her women's title on the first episode of New Era Raw against Charlotte, which was an excellent match.
I'm sorry, what did he say?
All right, he said something like, WWE's force feeding Sasha Banks down the fans' throats. How much it takes to get on the cover of Women's Bustle.
That's a man who has no idea what the hell he's talking about.
First of all, Sasha wasn't force feed down people's throats. Sasha pretty much worked her ass off from NXT
They wanted her.
up to
Fans wanted her.
to the roster. Now, if he said Nikki Bella or even Maurice, then I'd say he kind of had a point.
Yeah, no, not Sasha.
Marie, not Maurice.
Look,
whatever.
I'm gonna say this, and it may sound very bad, but I enjoy having Sasha Banks shoved down my throat.
I bet you do.
Take that the way you want to take it.
I think because Mr. Banks would have a problem with you.
He just got to set the new norm that we wanted Sasha Banks. I mean, look at that whole group.
The producer just gave me a red flag for that statement.
I asked my wife's cousin Reed this the other week about with the four horsewomen, right? And how much they've done. And then you look at how Sasha has the belt now, and that Charlotte had this long title reign before she lost to Sasha, and then Bayley was way over when she appeared to help Sasha out, and then she had the belt for a while. And you look at these horsewomen, it's like, how pissed off do you think Becky Lynch is right now?
Becky.
I don't think Becky's pissed.
No, I don't think she's pissed. I think
all the women in the horsewomen, she is the one that has not got a damn belt yet.
I'll tell you why.
I think she's gonna win the SmackDown belt.
She probably will.
Debut. But I'm pretty sure they
If
probably.
they ever want to bitch about anything, not Sasha getting shoved down. Not the fact that Becky is getting screwed around lately, being stabbed in the back by everybody, and God help her having a feud with Eva Marie for a while, with one of the stupidest entrances ever. I mean,
it's like Las Vegas, 1970s Las Vegas style.
It's like Eva Marie
really
will not be wrestling tonight.
I mean, it's like what you hear in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand or something like, or like at the down back in the 60s when they bring out those stars and those Vegas showgirls. That's what it is. It's like that. It's like one of those. It's like, be prepared to be wowed and seduced by Eva Marie.
Oh goddamn! Now I got pictures of showgirls running my head.
Oh god, that movie. Jesus, let's not go there.
But I'm glad we're all in agreement that we do not mind having Sasha Banks shoved down our throats.
No.
Shove the name of our episode right there.
Keep shoving.
Down our throats.
Yeah, keep shoving. Yeah.
Well, I'll say is, Robert Amel, we know you're disgruntled with WWE, but don't bring Sasha Banks into this. If you want to get on somebody for force feeding women that don't need to be forced down our throats, get on your brother, because he's the main culprit.
Yeah, that's I might think.
His brother married into it.
Sasha Banks is just an earnest, great performer, and that's why she's in high demand.
Like I said, her match with Charlotte on Raw was excellent, even though her and Charlotte almost killed each other.
I mean, she's currently
busting their ass. In that match,
she hit the Lita dive without dying. It was great. I think, like I said, she's one of my favorite wrestlers on the show. She's one of the reasons I watch the show.
Yeah. But on to the next topic. WWE had released Joey Styles a few weeks ago.
Really?
After his comments, or believe because of his comments on the Facebook Live, in which he was talking about how Roman Reigns was force feed down people's throats.
He was.
Even though people doesn't like Roman Reigns, and the host was asking him why did he believe that, and he was saying that because Vince, he wants what he wants. He wants Roman Reigns to be over, and the host was talking about how women love Roman and the kids love him, and Joey was saying that was why Roman Reigns isn't getting over, and he was basically just telling the truth about the product. and they might have just gotten him fired, which he pretty much said himself that that was the reason why he might get fired for. Uh, what can I say? I just missed Joey on.
I forgot Joey was even working that.
Yeah, he was still doing WWE.com.
Oh no wonder.
Yeah, but somebody was saying that he might go to TNA. He ain't going to TNA. He hates the South.
Yeah, Joey. He's like I said. I don't know what he's in.
You might see him in hardcore.
He was at Evolve.
Huh?
He was at Evolve.
Yeah.
Just send him there, or send him to CZW.
No, he ain't going to CZW.
Commentary for CZW. Jesus, yes. Thank you.
He ought to do that.
No.
And also, Ryback did not sign back with WWE, so he's now free. Good luck to him.
They're saying he's going. They're saying he's going to try to go over to Japan, do some work there. That'll probably be best for him.
He's already got a shirt based on called the Big Guy Chin,
which WWE is trying to get copyrighted. But good luck to him on that. Anybody want to take a pull? How long it's gonna take him to quit?
What, New Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets that's the thing.
Well, New Japan's got a history of having success with people who don't work out in WWE.
I mean, but Ryback's problem is he was always kind of, wasn't he? Didn't they say he was? Well, CM Punk noted that he was really stiff to work with.
Yeah.
If he is that, then I'd almost
well, the guy pretty much threw him off the stage, missing the table right down to the floor.
And I'd say, here's the thing. I'd say that it may be almost best for Ryback to try to get into pro wrestling Noah. Where you can do that kind of stuff. I mean,
but do you think Noah had the $5,000 that he asked him for?
Probably not. I don't think so. Do continue.
But also news: Shelton Benjamin is not returning because of a rotator cuff.
Terrible, tragic.
So it's probably going to be a while before we see Shelton Benjamin in WWE again.
Yeah, I hope he gets well real soon. It takes it easy, but it's the good news is now we get to see Kurt Hawkins promos.
Yeah.
Doing the Chuck Norris back thing.
Oh my gosh.
Mojo Rawley don't look so bad now, does
he? Oh God. I want to talk about something quick. Mojo Rawley in this match with Samoa Joe. I watched this match on NXT. The guy has some talent, but I feel like he missed an opportunity to overwhelm us when he could have, I don't know if it was, I know Joe's calling it. I know they had a plan for the match, but if you want to get this kid over, you gotta let him Mike Awesome it. You gotta let him go freaking crazy. But he was kind of gassing out during that match, so I think that's what costed him. He needs to either get his cardio conditioning together or whatever it is, because with that gimmick he has to, he's always hyped, so I'm sure he uses up a lot of gas with that muscle. But man, he's gonna have to find some kind of lightning in a bottle to get this thing to work, because he's on the cusp of being successful. He can almost just about make it because he has the intensity, but man, I don't know what he's missing. But he's missing something. He's missing one thing or something. I don't know what it is, but he's missing it. But he could make it if he could find it. If he could find what he's missing, he could make it. Mojo, boy, good Lord. You better hurry and find it too, because there's some real talent coming through this company now.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get down to it. Last night was Takeover Brooklyn Part 2. Let's run down the card. First match.
I didn't get to see the actual card, but I want to give a shout out to this YouTube user. I'm not going to say his name just in case that he actually listens to us. But he actually posted the whole highlight reel of all the matches last night. So I just want to thank him, which doesn't make sense because I can't say his name, but thank you anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let's get down to it. Thank you. First match: No Way Jose versus Austin Aries.
I love Jose, man.
I do too. It was great.
I just think he's the coolest dude. I mean, who wouldn't want to do a Congo line on NXT, you know?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And I want that throw so bad.
Yeah, that thing was cool.
But I say this, like, seeing the highlights, good match, and Austin Aries has not missed a beat at all. And I mean, man, just the counters were awesome, and I love Aries, but I really wanted Jose to win that, honestly.
It was kind of, I know why they let Austin win, because it was kind of better for, like, because he was kind of not, he wasn't going up, like he was kind of getting a little stagnant because he didn't come in as hot as he could have, and taking that loss, having to do that Nakamura match, taking that loss kind of, because I think they're looking at making Aries a major player, but they just need him to catch some momentum. But it was that match was kind of to show his experience. I think they were just trying to show a little bit of.
Right now, they're just having him be, one of those guys, that's just there.
Yeah.
I mean,
right now,
not like jobber level, but just, he's just there.
Yeah, he's like a Kevin Sullivan right now. He's just going around, huh?
It's like you're not a top guy, but you're still valuable.
Yeah, he's just keeping him as a diamond in a silk envelope. Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought like Jose really needed it though.
He had a heck of a win streak going before he got to this point. I mean, he beat a lot of people. Jose had beat a lot of guys coming up to this match. I think Jose will need a win. Will need a major win after this. He's gonna need a serious credibility jump after this, or else he's gonna fall, or else he's gonna start falling. Jose needs a win like now.
Yeah. So a great match. Winner was Austin Aries, but then music hits. Hideo Itami comes out in his suit.
Please take care of your shoulder, man.
Yeah, for real.
And then Itami hits Aries with the go to sleep, which is the first time I think on WWE.
Yeah, he hit it.
Still great seeing that again.
Broadcast, because I think he wasn't able to do it on the broadcast before his injury. So that was a pop. So we go to the next match. Bailey Kay versus Amber Moon.
Oh yeah, Billy Kay. Yeah, Billy Kay was Ember Moon. I'm sorry. Ember Moon was Ember Moon, like Booker T's gal. She was good. She I think she's, like I said, I think she was a little nervous because she had, sometimes I saw she hit all her spots, but I could see she wasn't planting her feet well, and she almost botched a couple of times. But I'm glad she didn't. And of course we got
Billy Kay kind of carried her a lot.
Yeah, Billy did a good job of that. Billy kind of helped her through that. Billy, who also needs just a smidge of polishing. Billy's almost there. She just needs a smidge more polishing. But like Ember Moon looked great. That Harlem Hangover Stunner was amazing. That was that thing was awesome. I don't know what that was a thing of beauty.
That was awesome. But ain't no way in hell she gets called up to the main roster. They gonna let her do that.
No, they will never let that happen on the main roster.
Maybe against somebody like Natty or Sasha or Charlotte or Becky.
Yeah, no.
Anybody else? No.
That maneuver is going to be very, very guarded. That maneuver is going to be like, they're going to be having her finish gals in different ways. She's not going to be able to hit that. I don't think she's going to be able to hit it every match in NXT. It's just, it just doesn't look like she has enough control like Neville has. She doesn't have that control. I can see it. She doesn't have that much control over it. But yeah.
But it's still a good debut, and like the whole thing with the red eyes and all,
That looked great. That looked awesome.
Yeah,
we'll just give her a few more matches, and go from there.
Yeah, she'll break. She'll. They just need to break the ice on her. You know.
Okay, next match: Bobby Roode versus Adele Cien Almost.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, seeing almost.
Glorious.
This was
It
great.
was glorious.
It was glorious. It was one of the like a lot of the guys are saying that was the best entrance of the night. I
I don't
I
know.
don't know, but
We'll
it's
get to it in a little bit, but I don't know.
yeah that. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a great match. I still feel like if he wants, my only issue with this entire match was just I'm glad. I feel that it will be an issue. It wasn't an issue this match because they did it late in the match, but Bobby Roode came along during that couple of years when the business was trying to become more minimalist on the finishers because they were coming out with so many great finishing moves to the point where I think some veteran in the back started pushing for more minimalist finishers. And okay, there's nothing wrong with the pump handle slam. It's a good move. It used to be a finisher back in the 80s. It was okay, but Bobby Roode, in my opinion, watching this, it would have to be done in very late in matches because the credibility of hitting someone with that, I've taken those. They're not that you have to. He doesn't have the height to make it look believable to me that he can finish someone with it. I understand where it came from. I understand why he does it. As long as he does it with the spine buster in conjunction, it's credible. But if he doesn't, it's not going to work. Like it's going to look, it's not going to suspend my believability. It's going to kill my believability in the move. But other than that, it was an excellent show. It was a good match. I think the fans were a little bit going for Roode a little too much to notice how great CN did out there with some of those spots. Some of those springboard moves were great. I mean, come on, that was a great match. I mean, I think, but that just goes to show how good the gimmick is. It was a great gimmick. It's a really good thing he's got going here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from what I saw, really enjoyed what I was watching that match, and they gel pretty well together.
Really good. Yeah, it was good.
Bobby Roode is exactly where he belongs.
Yeah, he needs to be there.
He's one of those ones I can totally see becoming a big deal on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
And like we said earlier, I mean that entrance, come on.
It was a beautiful entrance. It was really good.
It was fantastic and perfect for him. Good match, and I hope they fight again.
Yeah, it'll be good. They'll do another one. I'm sure it's going to be a rematch.
Got to. Wouldn't be surprised if sometime this year, maybe in a few months, he gets a title shot.
Yeah, it'll happen. He'll get a shot. I think I actually could see him somehow winning over Nakamura in some clever way because he's gonna do something that's gonna get him heat.
Now that would be a fun feud.
Yeah, I think he'll try a couple of times and it'll happen. It'll be interesting. It's gonna be glorious. He'll have some clever way to do it. It'll be really interesting.
Imagine what Nakamura would do with that catchphrase.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
Okay, Bobby Roode wins the match. Next match, the NXT Tag Team Title match: Johnny Gargano and Ciampa versus the Revival.
What can you say about this thing
I really wanted Ciampa to win that thing.
I know, but damn, was it ever a 5-star match? That match was
tag team wrestling at its finest.
That I think somebody on Facebook said it was an old school classic with new paint on it. It was. I mean, that was one of the best tag matches I'd ever seen. And when you do a tag match that close, that can make and that foot on the rope, that the perfect time to do it too. And when you can make me feel something during a match, like me, I'm a longtime fan. It's hard to make me feel something. When you can make me feel something, that's a damn good tag match. I mean, I was biting my nails. I've gotten to the point where I'm so desensitized I never do that. But, oh, my God, I was biting my nails during this match. That was fantastic. That was a great match. I mean, it was a great battle. I did want Gargano and Ciampa to win. It would have been great if they won. But, by God, you got to love the Revival. They are the timing they have, the the sync, the perfect that those two teams put on a fantastic match. That was dynamite. I hope they do it again.
It was just a great match between those two. And now you see, this ROH, this would go on for at least a year.
Yeah, that
perfectly.
was killer.
And it was just great. And just the sneaky tactics the Revival did was just fantastic.
Like it's hard to do that.
Over the ropes on the mat.
Yeah, that's stuff.
That was genius.
It's hard to do that stuff. I mean, like to get the timing. I mean, I've done tag matches before. It's you really have to be present there, like mentally present there, and get the timing right for these tricks to work. I mean, the timing, they just have perfect sync when they do this. It's just and that's what makes the tension all the more, just the sweating tension of it all. It was flawless. Nobody botched. It was a crazy great match. It was like, man, that was good.
Winners of the Revival. I would say that this is like second to match of the night. Next match pretty much is the match of the night. The NXT Women's Title match, Bayley versus Asuka.
So nice that the other horsemen were there.
Yeah, they had to be there.
You know, and oh my God, just stress relieving. You know, I had to like sit down and pace around for a minute, watching this work of art here. And, you know, it's like a part of me kind of knew she wasn't gonna win this, but another part of me really wanted to see her win it. But you know, I get it. And Asuka is just phenomenal and just breathtaking, and it was just a great match, and I can't wait to see Bayley on SmackDown.
It was more for me just watching to see what Bayley could bring to this match that she didn't bring in Texas, and she brought it. It was I knew that Asuka was going to win, but I just didn't know like how hard it would be for her to win. And Bayley put up a hell of a fight. It was a great match. Because of the fact that
don't let the hugs fool you now. She'll whoop your ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She brought it, and she like the fact that like during that matchup, like the fact that she was. I mean, they both just held in there. The shots were good. The storytelling is great because I mean it is an American wrestler facing a Japanese Joshi wrestler, and Japanese Joshi women are just so damn tough. It's like they can take. Even though Bayley stepped up like to times 20, pretty much what KO Ken times 20 on her, it just wasn't enough to overcome that gap in like physicality experience, like an endurance experience. It just wasn't enough to break that armor. Like Asuka's just been through a lot more brutal action in those Japanese dojos, and it shows. I mean, it shows. It's the same thing happened with Kota Ibushi and Cedric Alexander. It's just there's a difference in how much damage she can take, you know. That it made sense psychologically, I think.
But it was a great match. Prove how strong Bayley is. That whole thing, and it kind of reminded me of what was it her that did that? Or, no, it was Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia Jax. Yeah.
But it worked more with Bayley than it did with Nia.
It did.
And I just like Asuka's heel in this.
She's great. She really worked it.
The whole thing with her, you know, telling her to come to the ring and sit in the
That
seat.
was awesome. That was dope. When she took the chair, sit out.
That was awesome. And you know, I kind of wanted Bayley to do it. I thought they probably might do it because they did it with the Revival, letting them be 2-time champs. But you know.
I think they gave it to the Revival because the Revival were they're deceptively, the Revival are deceptively special. They don't seem all that special by the look of them, but they're deceptively special. And I think the guys in the back and the people like Triple H and them are looking at this and they're like, man, you have to be damn good to mask the fact that you're that good under you just being two average Joes in wrestling tights. I mean, they're out there, and it's Arn Anderson and Tully. I mean, it's like, wow, you guys are pulling this off. But yeah, with Bayley, Bailey, they're ready to move Bailey to the main roster because they want to go ahead and start running that NXT Women's Championship rotation. Have Bailey go after Sasha at some point. They want to have that rotation. They want to play out that rotation on national television. What they did in NXT. They're going to milk the cow. They're going to milk the money cow on this.
Yeah.
That's why they're moving Bailey.
But it was great, great opener. I love how they gave Bailey her entrance, and I didn't really get Oscar's entrance with the whole white.
I forget. It's something to do. It's some Japanese ceremonial.
Oh God.
I think it's the catch. They
what's that fucking word? Kabuki, something like that.
Yeah. It's because it's like it's the fact where the cherry blossom petals fall onto the white silk or something. I don't know. It was like because they had the lights. I guess they didn't want to drop actual petals, so they used the little red lights to kind of symbolize the petals falling on it. I think it was a slight miss on the concept. You know, they really needed those petals. They really should have dropped the damn cherry blossom petals. I mean, God, you're WWE, you can afford it. Come on. Like, you don't have to cheap us out on that. Drop the pedals. It's the champion.
I did like.
Give all the crew members raises who would clean it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I did like the promo that they did with Oscar before the match.
That was
and her get up. I think she was kind of like trying to mess with Bailey because they pretty much had Bailey's colors.
Yeah, that was great.
Her color scheme, but like I said, it was a good match. Oscar won, so maybe Bailey's heading up to SmackDown. Maybe we'll see.
I don't think.
I'm saying SmackDown because Becky Lynch really needs it, you know.
Well, you know, after the match, she
Look
hugged.
what she's dealing with on SmackDown, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she hugged all three, Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte, who were sitting separately. You know, Becky and Sasha were sitting together, but Charlotte was sitting far away. You know, because she's a heel.
The match.
And then when Becky hugged Charlotte, Becky hugged.
You only great character so much at that moment.
Bailey.
Then when Bailey hugged Charlotte, they booed Charlotte.
Yeah, they had to. They're just helping out, but yeah, I mean they couldn't help it. I mean even Oscar, they couldn't help it. That's their buddy. You could really see.
Well, they didn't boo Oscar that much.
No, I'm saying
though Oscar pretty much tried, like with the recent NXT episodes, of being the heel.
They're never gonna hate her. No, Oscar.
Because she did have some fans in the Barclays Center.
They're not gonna boo her, but I was saying like the fact that I think what also helps the women's division program is the camaraderie. You know, yeah, we know it's a performance, but the fact that you can get us into it to where we're actually trying to buy into the characters, then once it gets to a certain point, you guys will just break kayfabe and show us, look, we're all friends. But you know, like the fact that camaraderie because of their situation coming up, like in the wrestling business, we're okay with it. You know, it's okay. You know, because hell, we're happy that was a hell of a show. You know, we're okay with it. You know, I didn't mind seeing that. You know, because Asuka always played like the emotionless kind of killer person. But at that point, yeah, Bailey's leaving. Let's give her a hug. Yeah, I like that. I like that finish.
Yeah. So let's finish up our rundown with the NXT title match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe. Very great entrance by Shinsuke.
Was the best entrance of the night.
That was when you can take like I said, when you have a theme, an interest theme, and an entrance that's just so great that you couldn't possibly imagine how to make it better. But then you slightly heighten it by doing something like adding a real musician in there.
I so want that music to be my ringtone.
I know the violin. Normally that wouldn't really work, but it worked here because the guy was actually playing it really well, and it worked. It was great.
I love the fact that the crowd was humming it, was singing it.
That's what also made it special. Everybody was just into it. It's like a ritual.
That was perfect.
I mean, the whole damn thing is like, okay, it had the same effect on me as like, you remember when Sandman used to make his entrance, and they used to just let him go 8 minutes, just going all around the arena pouring beers and stuff. It's a ritual, man. It's like the Shinsuke dance thing where he comes out and does that. It's all a ritual. It's a freaking ritual. Here comes the King of Strong Style. It's like, yeah, yeah,
I gotta ask you something,
that was
kid.
good. Yeah,
It's done. Can you do the Nakamura pose?
I don't think I'm that dexterous. I could probably get pretty close.
That just looks painful.
It looks like it hurts. It just, I don't know, man. It looks almost contortionist, but I don't know, man.
I mean, that's like some last exorcism shit right there.
He's just really freaking
Like
flexible.
like the horror movie. It's just like, my God.
He has a lot of dexterity and he's real flexible. I just.
Mean, it's like no wonder why you got the belt. You nearly sacrificed your body just during the entrance.
Well, the way he gets up, like he's able to get up like Gumby. He's able to stand his body up like, I don't know how he does all that stuff. It's like stuff's hard.
And then having Joe come out doing his usual. Was Joe hurt?
At the end of the match, I thought he looked like he hurt his jaw.
They said like the ref did the X symbol.
Wow.
So,
and see,
he did. Nakamura didn't need the hell out of him.
Yeah, he
didn't need him. He needed him right in the face.
That was brutal.
I mean, a few times.
Joe, like I said, Joe's one of those performers who likes to give the audience that Vader calls quality. Vader calls it quality. Joe's one of those guys. He got really upset when they were trying to stop the match during that bleeding segment. He said he was telling him, "Come on, man, just let it go. I got this." It's like, who cares? We're on the internet. Who cares? We're on your own network. It's like, why can't I bleed?
And he has always had some of my favorite skill sets, like his whole move pattern, like Joe has.
Yeah, it's just he's just a veteran now. I mean, he's really gotten
the whole combo thing. It's just been great. I've always enjoyed it.
He's one of the more passionate people, and you can see the quality of his work. He really he was losing passion at TNA, and they remember he was really in a doldrum. I think coming here has done great things.
He was very disgruntled.
Yeah, he was. I think he's happy here.
And a man his size that can move like that, I mean, it's just great. And then Nakamura just, it was just a fantastic match. But yeah, I thought Bayley and Asuka was the match tonight, but this one was still very good and dramatic and just nearly beating the hell out of each other,
Yeah. That roundhouse, man, when she knocked her block off with that thing, it was game.
So I'm glad Nakamura got it. I'm glad he won the belt. You realize the last few reigns, the last few champions have been like two Canadians, an Irishman, a Samoan, and now a Japanese man.
Yeah. This is good.
It tells you right there, NXT is more diverse than the Academy Awards.
They are. Nicely said.
They're more diverse than WWE.
Yeah, really, yeah. We got two Japanese champions.
Even though they're under WWE.
Yeah, we got two Japanese champions.
Not WWE, but NXT, we will give you Canadians, we will give you Japanese, we will give you Samoan, and everything in between.
Yeah, I think they're going to work their way up to a possible showdown. Like Joe and Nakamura will feud for a while, and then they'll probably.
That's going to keep going for a while if Joe's okay. That is.
I think their goal is to eventually have it be Itami and Nakamura fighting over the title, because that's going to be a stiff house. That's going to be some of the most brutal stuff we've ever seen on NXT. If those two guys go at it.
Before or after Rude?
Yeah, exactly. Somebody could die. Probably before. They're doing that way before Rude.
Do you think it'll be a feud before Rude or after Rude?
Itami's got some time on Rude. Itami's gonna get there before Rude.
They're probably gonna give him like 3 shots with Aries and then start the feud with Itami.
Yeah.
Since he missed a lot.
I can work with that.
Yeah, that jump, man. I'm just hoping nobody dies during those matches. Itami and Nakamura.
Maybe not die, but they're gonna be injured.
Man, once those guys start teeing off on each other, it's gonna be freaking crazy.
All right, guys. Time for the final segment. Run down tonight's SummerSlam card. SummerSlam coming from Brooklyn, the same place Takeover took place. Let's start off with the pre-match.
These matches have already happened, right?
Yeah, but we don't know. So, the Ascension.
We don't know who won.
Yeah, Ascension.
I know who won.
Fine.
Go ahead.
All right, let's get on to the show. Natalia, Alexa,
pre-show.
Natalia, Alexa Bliss, and someone to be determined because Eva Maurice got suspended.
Ooh.
Versus Carmella, Naomi, and Becky Lynch.
Well, let me just say, just in case y'all didn't know, the Hype Bro team, American Alpha Team 1, and Neville and Sami Zayn. What the fuck is Sami Zayn doing in the pre-show?
Come on, dude.
Somebody, please. How many matches has this man had already? Well, it's like, explain that to me, somebody.
I'll explain it to you later. We don't have time. Come on.
We don't have time. The pay-per-view's already been on for 30 minutes. Now we don't have time. But, okay, if the rumor's true that Nikki Bella's showing up, then I'm going to say Natalia and Alexa Bliss, whatever.
Okay.
So, I mean, they's going to be healing.
Yeah, if they even do it in the match, somebody's going to come in. We all know it ain't going to be Paige, so.
Well, okay.
I'll go with that. Shoot, go ahead.
I'm going with Carmella, Naomi, and Becky Lynch.
Okay, good.
Next match, Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. I gotta say, I like Kevin Owens and Jericho together.
It worked, but it will be probably Enzo and Cass.
No.
Huh?
No.
No, as it won't be Cass. Won't be.
No. Jericho won.
Oh.
Oh.
Going on.
I'm going with Enzo and Cass. Okay, next match.
Did you say Enzo and Cass kid?
Yeah.
Okay, next match. John Cena versus AJ Styles. I'm going with the phenomenal one because I'm wearing his shirt.
Oh, you got a new shirt?
Yeah, they had a new AJ Styles shirt. It's a Georgia shirt with phenomenal one.
I hope it's AJ. I'm going with AJ.
Oh, yeah, definitely AJ.
Next match. Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock. I don't really see them.
No, there's no way in hell.
Because I want to believe the rumor's true that Goldberg's going to pop up.
Wait a minute. The only way Orton wins is Goldberg interferes. But I'm still saying Brock Lesnar.
I'm saying Brock, too.
I'm going to say Orton.
Okay, that's a good shot. Moving
on.
Of
course you're going to say Orton. Next match, Best of 7 series, kicks off Sheamus versus Cesaro. No disrespect to Cesaro, but I don't really give a flying fuck about this match.
Wrong opponent.
I prefer these Best of 7 matches that have a title involved.
Alright, first of all, if you're going to do a Best of 7 match, I prefer it with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Not Cesaro and Sheamus.
Or Cesaro and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Or,
or Cesaro and Kevin Owens.
Cesaro and Sheamus have been fighting a lot.
Yeah, they've been doing it over and over again. I don't know who's going to win this. It's probably going to be Sheamus since it's the opening match.
If this is the first match, I imagine it's gonna go down to like a Cleveland Cavaliers thing where Sheamus is gonna win the first 3, then Cesaro comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Cesaro.
Okay.
All right. WWE tag title match: Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the New Day, which is gonna be made of Kofi and Xavier Woods because Big E is out.
Honestly, the New Day are probably gonna win this.
Yeah, they've already given it away that he's okay since he was at the autograph signing.
Okay, well if Big E is gonna be out there, then Gallows and them are gonna win. But if not, then New Day is gonna retain.
I'm gonna go with the club.
I just think if any team can do it, it'd be them.
They would need the club needs the movement.
Have you not enjoyed these doctor segments?
I love them. The club's gonna probably
doctor.
No, I thought they were weak.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Plus it goes against what they. Plus it goes against what they did Wasn't the whole reason why they were kicking the crap out of the New Day was because they thought the whole stuff that they were doing was stupid?
Yeah. Now they've done it.
But I'm expecting, of all the title matches, this is the main one I would expect to change. So I'm going to say Club.
Probably Club, yeah.
Okay. Next match, the Intercontinental title match, Apollo Crews, not Creed, versus The Miz.
Yeah, that was a bad botch, Daniel Bryan.
Okay, so Apollo Crews.
Somewhere Xavier was pissed off about this shit.
They have just made Apollo Crews non-existent in this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like Miz is just, they just had Miz on the pedestal, basically talking for the whole
They're
thing.
gonna-
Apollo Crews hasn't said a thing. And when he won the Battle Royal, you know, he thought like, no, not the Battle Royal, the Triple Threat. I get it mixed up. He thought like, this is gonna be a fun segment. They're gonna go back and forth. Apollo Crews hasn't said anything.
No, yeah.
So I'm picking Miz.
I'm going with Crews.
But then again, they could be trying this out and they'll fight again next pay-per-view. So it could be a few steps on, but I'm still gonna pick Miz.
I don't say Crews.
Okay. Yeah, going. Right now, it's looking like they're gonna let Miz kind of reign a bit. Miz is being pushed, and Cruz is gonna come close, but they'll probably give it to him next time.
So you go with Miz.
Yeah, it's gonna be Miz.
All right. U.S. title match: Roman Reigns versus Rusev. Another match I really don't give a crap about.
I already saw this match on Raw Monday.
All right. If I had to say this, I'll say this one more time. Roman Reigns is not funny.
No.
Stop trying to make him out to be funny. He fails miserably.
Although I enjoyed the cake spot, I
enjoyed the cake spot.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the piss out of that. But Roman
No, I'm
Reigns.
talking about that other promo from the other
that
night.
was horrible. Yeah, I'm not going with that.
Why he didn't get the invite?
No, the one about Lana and Rusev made some ugly babies.
He's not funny. He's not funny. He's not The Rock. Okay, he can't give it to us like
He's
The Rock.
he's like Hoover to Guerrero when he was trying to do the
Thank
Rock
you.
in
Thank you.
WCW.
Thank you. That's exactly
With
what's
that
going on here.
goddamn juice gimmick.
Oh God, that was awful. That damn. I never want to see that elbow again. It was one of the worst. Oh, that was horrific. We already had the fucking smoke.
Funny how Coleman's show finds that segment with Juice trying to do that Rock promo. We go, the juice is loose. And I've been trying to look for that stuff on YouTube for years.
Dude, there were so many Rock marks in the business. It was ridiculous.
Oh, the worst one was the smoke.
Which one
was worse, the smoke or the juice?
The smoke. No, at least the smoke did it credibly. The juice was horrible. the smoke at least could get it done credibly. Like, I don't know. At least he was a credible mark. But damn it, the juice was awful. That was horrific.
I said I just get a feeling they're going to give the title to Reigns. Don't say Reigns.
He doesn't even need it. He needs a break.
Well, they had him beat. No, I tell you what, they had him win Monday, so they probably gonna give it to Rusev.
Rusev needs this. He needs to hold on to this damn belt. I hope to God Rusev don't lose, man. It'd be awful. It'd be awful for him. He don't need to lose this belt.
Definitely Rusev.
Yeah, I'm for Rusev on this.
Do not give it to this man.
Yeah, Rusev needs it more than anyone.
So we all agree it's gonna be Rusev.
It needs to be. Yeah, I agree.
Pike.
I say Rusev.
I say Rusev too. It needs to be Rusev.
All right, WWE Women's Title match: Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. Dana Brooke is banned from ringside.
If not Rusev, then who? I mean, if not Reigns, then who?
But who? What?
Who will beat Rusev?
Who beats Rusev?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody who comes up who needs to do something great. Let him hold the belt for some more months. Let somebody who needs that opportunity.
About that Raw roster who I would possibly give it to.
Let an up and comer come up. Let somebody who gets drafted from NXT come up.
If Finn doesn't win the title tonight, then I say Finn.
Yeah, if it's Finn probably your best bet. And Rusev actually can do really well with performers like Finn. Rusev can actually put on a great show with him.
Yeah.
That'd be a damn good match.
But Charlotte versus Sasha. Dana's bar for ringside.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
It's Sasha. They ain't gonna take it all that quick.
Yeah.
Next match, the WWE title match: Dolph Ziggler versus Dean Ambrose. Let me say this.
Ziggler's been having these great promos, but overall, this match makes no sense.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, they both.
I honestly thought AJ Styles was gonna win that thing.
Yeah, they both been.
I thought they were gonna do Ambrose and Styles, but the match is, and I like Ziggler, I do, but
they
had that great promo.
It's almost as if. It's almost as if. Yeah, go ahead.
I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
It's almost as if Ziggler would have to win this match for it to make sense. It's almost as if he doesn't do the match, then none of this ever would make sense. Ever.
I mean, I'm trying to grasp this, you know.
It's just the fact that they're saying, like, Ziggler's kind of been demoted a couple of times, the mid card, but he puts in such a work effort that I think some of the fans, including some of the roster, feels like he should get his shot. So I think AJ may have stepped back in this case, and a few other people probably, said give the kid a shot, and maybe he does beat Dean Ambrose. Maybe he doesn't, and this is just a little nod for later. I don't know, but I just know that, yeah, I agree with you a little bit that this is a little bit nonsensical, but I do like the fact that I would like it if Ziggler won, because it would make some kind of sense. Like, yeah, Ziggler, we made you think Dean Ambrose was the guy we want to be the centerpiece of SmackDown, but it's actually Ziggler. And if Ziggler can keep delivering like that 120% that he delivers, then it'll be okay. But if he doesn't win tonight, it's not going to make any sense. I don't get why they even did this. It's just like a stall, like just to let AJ fight Cena again. I'm just like, why? If AJ's ready for the belt, AJ's ready to be feuding with Ambrose, kind of feuding with Ambrose. Let's go. Let's get it. I don't know, man. I think. Look, if it's time for AJ to feud with Ambrose, it's time. Cena.
That's great.
Cena's seen his day, man.
Like,
But I'm gonna go with Dean.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So that too.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dean. Even after screwing up, after mumbling in that Stone Cold podcast.
Yeah.
But
he did terrible in the first half of that, but he came back strong.
He was just going on.
I think he was uncomfortable.
Stone Cold pissed off.
Well, Stone Cold, I think, was a little agitated with him at the beginning, but I think Stone Cold likes Dean's opinions as far as because he did say some things that kind of Stone Cold always says about the business that Stone Cold likes.
Yeah, but the problem is with that is Dean probably couldn't say what he wanted to say because he might get into trouble.
That's what I'm saying. There are certain things that Dean.
But he did say the Brock stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm glad he came out.
There's a difference between saying that he was pissed off with Brock than saying that he was a dropout and he did some things that, kids that WWE is catering to shouldn't do. That's why he had put in that PSA attachment also to cover his ass.
He's having to be careful.
Holy shit!
What? Oh.
Charlotte just won the belt back.
Yeah.
What?
Charlotte just won the belt back.
Spoil it, why don't you?
It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
He came on at 7.
What?
It started at 7?
I told you guys that. I told you that, Zeke.
I thought it started at 8. Okay, never mind.
No, it starts at 7.
Okay, well, we'll go with it. We'll wrap up here.
Well, thanks for ruining it for us.
Oh my God, it's going off. I'm shocked.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, final match, the Universal title match, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I'm hoping Finn, but it's going to be Rollins.
It's going to be...
I want it to be Balor.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You don't become the demon and lose.
I'm calling for Balor, I'm hoping.
Yeah. But it's gonna be a good match. I just wish
it's gonna be great. Probably.
They probably They probably should say the Demon thing for Sunday. They shouldn't have done what they did on Raw. By
Still pretty. I mean, because I don't have the network, it was pretty cool seeing that live though.
yeah, but still, they should just save it for.
And I love the fact that these fans get it. They know who he is, and they went with it. The whole pose and everything. I love that entrance.
Yeah.
It's like if they're in the entrance, do you put your arms up like that too? When he does it?
Yeah,
It feels powerful, don't it?
Yeah, but I'm going with Seth. You going with Balor, and CK going with Balor. But I guess that's it.
I'm still not crazy about the name. Universal title. Come on, man. Come on, Stevie. That's the best you can do.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
Come on, I think we could do a little harder than that.
Yeah. But I guess we can get off. That's it for Triple Threat. I thank C-Kid, The Pike. Please like and subscribe.
Sorry for being late.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe and tell your friends.
Tell your friends, yeah.
And see you later.
Don't party with Alberto Del Rio.
All right. Bye.